will speed the recovery, presumably. Whatever kind of a graft you use will affect how quickly it heals. The fastest healing should be if you use your own tissue. And the question is whether speed is the ultimate good in this case. Because in order for the, presumably what you had a bone-tendon bone graft with the allograft. And you can take your own bone-tendon bone, which will actually, the bone will heal and incorporate a little faster if it's your own bone as opposed to an allograft, which is a donor bone. It will heal either way, and the advantage of using an allograft is that you haven't lost any of your own bone, and your tendon, more importantly, is at full strength. Because you have to take the central third of the tendon to make a good ACL graft, and that leaves your tendon potentially a little weak. And there was Jerry Rice, my personal belief is that when he went back after only 3 months after having his patellar tendon taken for an ACL graft, that he overloaded his patellar tendon and it ruptured. And his surgeon said, well, that's a separate injury that had nothing to do with the ACL. And that may be true, but it also could be that the tendon was weakened by using it as a donor, and that may have contributed to his patellar tendon injury, which happened only between 3 and 4 months after his initial injury and surgery. So that would be a downside of using your own tissue. Your own tissue would have no chance of causing any kind of adverse allergic reaction to the donor tissue, which is a theoretical concern, although we don't see that very often with the allografts. And so I think right now surgeons kind of decide, and the patients decide, which way they prefer to go. Both work very well. In terms of the biologic healing, it's probably a little faster if you use your own tissue, but the allografts do heal in well, and I'm not sure. I think if I had my ACL ruptured, I would probably want the allograft because it seems to heal in well, and that way I still have my patellar tendon at full strength.